Hi, thanks for joining. My name is Caitlin, and this is going to be a short chair sequence that is designed for you to be able to do or take anywhere. So we're going to be working different parts of the body, namely our shoulders and upper chest, our side body, and the glutes and the lower body. And all of this is to help us feel more open, more spacious, better able to breathe, and overall just generally more flexible through our body. So we're going to start sitting in a chair at the edge of our seat. So go ahead and get yourself set up for that. No socks and shoes if that's accessible, so that you can feel the ground really well. But if you have to keep your socks and or shoes on, just make sure that your feet feel firmly planted. You can feel an even weight distribution through your feet. And then sit tall. And let's drag our shoulders up to the ears on an inhale. And on an exhale, sigh out the mouth as you roll the shoulders down. 2 more like that. Inhale. One more time. And then let's incorporate our arms. So stretch your arms up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, cactus your elbows out to the side, opening your chest, maybe looking up. Again, inhale, arms stretch up. Maybe spread your fingers wide. And exhale, elbows out. One more time. Inhale, arms up. And exhale. And then arms stretch up one last time. And we're going to bring the hands straight down this time, either to heart center, or if you'd like, place your hands on top of your chest. And if you're comfortable with this, close your eyes and start to notice your sitting bones on your chair. I want you to be able to try to find those sitting bones so that you're not either leaning back, rounding back, or leaning so far forward that you've lost your sitting bones. So sitting right on the bones can help us to lengthen and feel taller. And then start to take some deep breaths in here. In through the nose, and either out through the nose or out through the mouth. And acknowledging for a moment why you're here. Why you've taken this time out for yourself, this self-care practice. And I'm of the belief that when we practice self-care, we give ourselves an opportunity to feel better, physically, mentally, emotionally. And because we feel better, we're able to better take care of others. So with that, letting your hands come down to your legs. If your eyes have been closed, you can slowly open them up. And then you can keep your feet where they are. You can widen them a little bit more. And we're going to inhale and open the chest, arch through the back. If we run our hands and knees, this would be cow pose. And exhale and round. So we're purposefully rolling behind the sitting bones. Inhale and lengthen, sending the shoulders down as you send the chest forward. And exhale, scooping the front body in, rounding all the way up the spine. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then sitting tall, again feeling your feet firmly planted. We're going to do something called washing machine. So depending on how much space you have, you might be able to stretch your arms all the way out, or you can keep them kind of tucked in. And we're just going to twist from side to side. Okay, so watch out for the chair. All right, if you need, you can lift your elbows up. And we're trying to let our body feel pretty free from the waist up. Just loosening those muscles along the back body. All right. And then come back to stillness. And we're going to take our right hand to the right side of the chair, left arm up and over. So I'm not mirroring you. So right hand down, left arm up, open up. Maybe look underneath your left arm if you'd like. Okay, and the more that you push down into your feet and you push down into the chair, the more length you might feel up the left side of your body. Big breath in here. And then we're going to tilt our chest and our armpit down towards the ground, towards the right leg. So we feel something maybe a little bit more in the back body. And then inhale and lift back up again and open the chest. And exhale and lower it down. One more time, lift it up. And exhale. And then inhale and lift. Exhale, elbow out to the side. So we're cactusing our arm again. Inhale, stretch your arm back up. We'll take 2 more of those. On your exhale, maybe open your mouth and sigh it out again. And then last time, inhale. And exhale. All right, from here, we're going to stretch that left arm up as we sit back up. And then you're going to take that hand that's up and reach behind you for the back of your chair, anywhere that you can find. And then take your right hand and bring it to the left leg or left knee. Take a big breath in as you sit up a little taller, and then exhale and twist towards your left. So your belly button's moving towards the left. Take another breath in as you lift up. Belly button and chest move towards the left. One more inhale. This time maybe your gaze joins and you look over your left shoulder. And then inhale, come back to center. And pause for a moment. You can close your eyes again if you'd like. And see if you can feel a difference between the 2 sides of your body. You don't have to. There doesn't have to be a right answer. But I'll tell you, sometimes I can feel that the side that I just stretched feels more open. It feels cleaner. It feels longer. Sometimes I can just feel it a little bit more. It's warmer and feels a little bit more alive. So it's always nice to notice the work that you've done so far. So you can open your eyes again if they were closed, and we'll move to the other side. So let's take the left hand to the chair. Right arm stretches up and over. Remember, the more you plug your feet down and push down into your chair, the more length you might receive up the right side of your body. You might look underneath your right arm towards the ceiling. Okay, take a big breath in. And then we're going to tilt our chest and armpit towards the ground here over by the left leg. And then inhale and lift it back up again. And exhale and drop it down. So looking for something in the back body. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then inhale and lift. Cactusing with our exhale now, right elbow out. Inhale. Maybe sigh it out. And then one more time. Okay, and then we're gonna sit back upright with that right arm stretched up. And then we're gonna reach for the back of the chair. Left hand will come somewhere on that right leg. Take an inhale to sit up tall, and an exhale to twist towards your right. And just take your time with your breath. 2 more rounds. And then we're going to come back to center on our inhale. And again, pause. Okay, good. So from here, we're going to stand up. And we're going to move ourselves around so that we're facing the back of the chair. So I'm going to make sure that you can see me here. Okay. So I'm going to turn my chair around. And I'm going to hold on to the back of it, and then I'm going to start to walk my feet back. So this is going to be a modified downward facing dog. So I'm trying to get long through the arms and through the side body. I'm going to let my ears drop in between my arms. And I'm going to try to send my bottom back behind me. Okay, so be mindful that you're not flopping your belly and your chest down towards the ground, but that you're actually suctioning them up and in. So it feels like you're filling up in your back body, sending your tailbone back a little bit more. And then push down into your feet. Take another big breath in. And a big breath out. Okay. And then start to lift yourself up and walk your way in. So we're going to move to the glutes next, and you can do this one of 2 ways. First way is to stay standing, the back of your chair. We'll start with the left leg, so that would be the left ankle coming over the right knee, and then sitting back into a modified chair pose. Or you can do this seated again, where you take your left ankle over your right knee, sit really tall, and maybe lean forward. Okay, so you're going to be the best judge of how far you want to sit back if you're standing, or how much you want to lean forward if you're seated. Okay. What I want you to watch out for is not rounding your back, but instead lengthening the chest up. You can even think of tilting the tailbone back a little bit. So you've got a little bit of what would be this cow shape in your back, this arch shape, right? To really activate the glutes and a muscle we call the piriformis. Keep that left foot flexed. Good. You might come so far down that you're leaning onto your legs. Take another big breath in. And a big breath out. Okay. And then you're going to switch. Okay, and just acknowledging that one side is sometimes different than the other. So it might be easier to lean right into this with a long spine, right? Or if you're standing, to sit a little further back into that imaginary chair. Or you might be more comfortable and you might find just as much sensation sitting upright, keeping that foot flexed. All right, wherever you are, perhaps you close your eyes and focus on your breath. Focus on taking full, deep breaths in and out at as slow of a tempo as you can. Okay. And then you're going to release this. And if you've been seated, you're going to stand back up. Again, I'm sorry, my computer keeps going dark on me, so I'm hoping you can see. And we're going to come to the back of our chair again, and we're going to find now a quad and hip flexor stretch. So for some of you, it might feel accessible to start on the left leg again. It might feel accessible to kick that foot and reach for it, right? So you're kicking towards your bottom and reaching for it. For others, that foot's going to feel too far away to do that. So one option is that you can bring your foot up to the chair and then bring your knee up and then try to crawl your hand down until you can reach that ankle or foot and stretch the knee down towards the ground. Okay, if you have a strap or a belt or a tie, you can do the same thing. You can put it underneath your foot, pull that foot up, and then flip it behind you to hold on. You can also hold on to a piece of clothing, right? Your pant leg, if that's easier. Okay, so once you arrive in that position, I want you to try to send your kneecap straight down. Hug the knee towards the other knee, and then lift up tall. Okay, you can stay right here, keeping a hold of that chair, or if you want to practice balance, you might stretch your right arm up towards the ceiling, or you might find that it's accessible to reach behind so that both hands are holding onto the foot. Okay, do your best to continue to stand as tall as possible, sending the kneecap straight down so you're getting a stretch from your hip flexor all the way down your thigh. And let's take one more breath in here. And then release. Okay, shake it out a little bit and then find your way to the other side. All right, so just remembering a few key aspects, trying to send that knee straight down and hug the knee in so it's not venturing way out to the side. As you send the lower body down, lift through the upper body. And then again, maybe there's that option to stretch your arm up, even if things are a little wobbly. Or maybe you want to try to reach around and find your foot with both hands. Let's take one more breath in here. And one more breath out. Okay, lower that foot down and just rock from side to side. All right, one last exercise we're going to do, pose we're going to do is to flip that chair around so it's facing us. And we're going to find a hamstring stretch. So know that you can use the wall, another prop. I've got a table nearby, so I might be using that. And I'm going to take my foot, starting with my right foot, doesn't matter which, right foot up towards the chair, on the chair, flex the foot. And then you can hold on to another prop, or you can take both hands to your hips. And you're going to start to lean forward. Okay, until you can find that stretch through the back of your leg that feels just right. So some key things to think about is not to round your back, because that's going to take that stretch out of the hamstring that we're looking for. We really want to think about sending our chest forward, sending our tailbone back. So again, there can be a little bit of a tilt in your pelvis. Some of you might reach for your shins. Some of you might find the chair itself. Okay. Some of you might find that you're sitting tall, standing tall, and you're able to feel something right here. There might be a little bend, micro bend in one or both knees. Let's try to point the right foot down and then peel those toes back up as you flex your foot. And then point the toes down and peel it back up. Ooh, it's a doozy. One more time. Point the toes and peel it up. And then stand tall, lower that foot down. Pause for a moment in mountain pose. See if you can tell a difference in any way between the right and the left side. Okay, and then let's switch to the other side. So again, this side could feel very different than your first side. So you might be able to come a lot lower more quickly while keeping your spine long. You might find that you can't come down quite as far. So you find your edge. No one's watching you. So you get to choose that most truthful position for you. Make sure you can find your breath. Take a deep breath in. And let's point those toes down. And then inhale, peel the toes back up into a flexed position. And exhale. One more time, peel the toes back. And point them forward. And then lift yourself back up. Release the foot down. Shake it out. And then come back to your seat. So we'll finish in our chair just as we started, sitting at the edge, feet grounded, hands to your legs, closing your eyes if it's comfortable, taking a deep breath in, opening your mouth and letting it out. And then once more, if you'd like, you can bring your hands to heart center, or you can bring your hands over your chest. And this final moment is a way to find gratitude for our bodies being able to take these shapes, giving ourselves permission to take a time out from the rest of our lives so we can tune into the body and into the breath. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you have a great day. Namaste.